Welcome to another episode of Golden Nuggets Tea and Tales, Season 1, powered by Husby, served by Khadija. Khadija, I want to know from you, is there a deal that was so close to happening and then at the last minute, disaster struck?
Yeah. So,
I'm sure you've had a few of those.
Oh, yes, I have a few. But I had a big one who taught me a big lesson where I auto-ruined the deal for me. You know, like it was beaten ego. So I had a client who wanted a specific apartment in a tower in Business Bay. And in this specific tower, there is only 6 apartments like that. And at this time, it was a year before the handover. And I previously offered this unit with a cheaper price when they just launched it, like
How much
a year,
was it?
15 million. And then the client at this time dismissed and saying, like, this is too expensive, it's not worth it, the location, blah, blah, blah. And he came back like 6 months later and he contacted me and said, I would like to have one of those units. If you could come pick up a check and go to the developer and book it. And I'm like, you know, there is a saying in French who is like, have you seen Jesus in the corner of the street? You know, like,
Like, no chance.
yeah, exactly. Because at the end of the day, when the building there is 39 apartments and only 6 of this unit.
And you wait 6 months, it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. So what I told him, I said, look, there is nothing we can do because they are one of the most wanted units in the whole area. And I've asked for other clients. There is no chance. There is nobody who kind of defaulted on payment. There is nothing to do. He said, well,
You've missed your chance.
I said yes. And he said, well, if something come up, I want you to inform me because I will definitely take it. I said yes, no problem. A year, fast forward, a year later, in between, he sent me a message. By the way, I just bought a yacht. I don't want to allocate any cash to real estate in Dubai at the moment, so forget about what I told you regarding this unit. And I'm like, you just removed the bread out of not like something gonna happen, but well, anyway, I'm like, okay, well, bad news. And suddenly, a few months later, I get the tips, you know, and the thing I didn't know, I was the only one, I was like the first person to learn about it. They said, like, there is one unit available. Is your client who wanted this is still around? So I said, no, he bought a yacht,
What to do?
unfortunately. And hopefully we'll spend some time in the yacht with him to make up for the 1 million dirham I lost. So I said, no, but let me double check. But I'm sure I will have another client for this because it's great unit. This time the price is 20 million, no longer 15, which makes sense. We are almost a year before the handover. And so I text the client, I say, hey, I know you bought a yacht, but just FYI, one unit came on the market, and I wanted to offer it to you first before I offer it to my client. And she's like, really? I was like, I thought you have no money anymore. I knew you still have candy in your bag. Cheeky monkey. So he's like, yeah, how much is it? And he's like, oh, I don't know the price. I said, like, just trust me. Still worth it. The unit is excellent. It's probably the best one in the whole building. So this is a great chance and you should catch it. Really, trust me. And he's like, so this is 10 o'clock, huh? He's like,
In the morning.
In the morning, huh? And he tells me, oh, give me some time. I said, not too much, sorry. I don't have that. It's not up to me, you know. And he's like, just give me a moment. I'm going to do some accounting.
Check my bag for candy.
Yes. So, 30 minutes later, 11 o'clock, he said, okay, send your driver, pick up the check, and go and book the unit. I'm like, sweet. I'm like, 11, I'm going to go there. I'm going to spend, I'm not going to have the time to eat. I don't know. Let me go have lunch before to go book this unit. Of course, I informed the lady. I said, done deal. I'm bringing the check in an hour. I went, had my lunch, gossip with my colleagues. I had a drink, celebrate my deal, my new deal. And I'm like, it's 2 o'clock. It's money o'clock. So here I am. I went to the developer. I hand the check, and I want the invoice. I want the booking form. And they told me, darling, the word went into the market that this unit is coming back, and we no longer sure we want to sell it to you for this price because everybody is now betting because their client, they want it so much. I was like, no,
Damn that lunch.
don't. I'm gonna die. The client is.
How do you explain?
How am I gonna do that? I'm gonna tell him this morning it was 30 million, now it's 25 million because I went for lunch and I celebrate something I didn't have in my pocket yet. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, I'm F-U-C-K-E-D. I'm like, this is the end. The end. And I'm like, you can't do that to me. You cannot. And she's like, no, I'm sorry, it's not in my hand. I was like, please, God, whoever. I'm calling everybody. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not leaving. And I was like, you can't stay here. I said, yeah, I can. And she's like, take your check. I'm like, take it. I'm not taking the check. I didn't. And she's like, no, seriously. I'm like, I'm serious. This is the end. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh. And the client say, everything is all right. Everything is fine. And by the way, I know you're looking at this. You don't know about this part. And after I played the victim, we'll talk about it when you come back to Dubai. So, and then I'm like, oh no. And then the horrible wait started. And now everybody, all the brokerage, all the broker and brokerage and CEOs are calling, saying, give the bitch back her check. I can't say it for her. I'm like, you can't do that to me. Please, I beg you. So I stayed from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. begging on my knees. And I'm like, please don't drop it.
What's that called? Like when they protest?
I
like
know,
a lying
sitting. I was like,
yes.
I was like, I cannot leave. I cannot. My husband's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm playing my life here in Business Bay. I'm giving a hint. In Business Bay, begging some people who don't deserve me to be on my knees. I'm like, oh, I can. And then the client is like, at 7 p.m., I'm enjoying some wine in one of the restaurants and crying at the same time. It's like, where is the booking form?
About that booking form.
Because you're buying under a company is not that straightforward,
Oh, you thought quickly on your feet.
What do you want to tell me? I spent, instead of going there, when you told me to go, I
went for a 2-hour lunch.
Yeah. So then I'm like there. The lady from the developer, I took her hostage because I said, you're not leaving anywhere. I want a booking form. I had to call Abdullah Jaji, begging him, telling him that, what is more important than my deal right now? 1 million dirham. You should.
You should be here sitting in with me.
Yes, but of course, what is it for the incredible Abdullah Jaji, the best of the best, number one. Anyway, so I have meetings with the guy is raising funds for I don't know how many 100 millions, and he's like, I think I'm gonna leave this meeting to come close my million dirham. Well, anyway, He comes, intervene, talk, etc. And in between, the guy is like, I start to be worried. There is certain people in the market who are saying that they are also closing on this unit.
Uh-oh.
So I called the client and I decided to, I didn't say the truth, of course, but I start to, like talk to him. And you know what he's telling me? He's telling that his friend is saying, no, that maybe it's too expensive that he negotiate too well. I'm like, what? I didn't negotiate too well, that I could have get it for below 20 million. I'm like, my life is online right now to keep this unit. The whole city is trying to buy it because I was stupid enough to go eat before to close my deal. And you're telling me, maybe you're not doing a good deal? I was like, you better. I'm like, I said, you know what? I'll deal with you later. Okay? Just let me do. Let me get the paper now. Because trust me, right now what's happening in the market is like everybody's trying to steal from you.
Steal your hope from you.
And you know why I don't have the booking form? Because everybody is trying to buy it. And they're ready to pay 25. And you're telling me that I didn't negotiate the price? Are you kidding me? I'll deal with you later because I cannot hear this on the phone. And like, I look at the girl for the developer. I said, where is my booking form? Because I cannot take it anymore. I said, like, we're going to lose him, And she said, he doesn't want it anymore. I was like, I didn't say that. This is not what I said. So relax. I'll deal with him later. Give me my booking form, please. At 10 p.m., I finally got my booking form. I went home. And my husband was like, where have you been? I was fighting for my life. Fighting to make ends meet, as usual, in this terrible industry. And then I hang the phone, and they called me and told me, what? They say, maybe we cannot pay you this amount of commission, this percentage. I was like, oh.
After all this.
Oh my God, this is the. I was like, listen to me. If you don't pay me what you owe me, I burn the apartment. I was like, please, Khadija, you cannot speak like this. I was like, I can speak like this. I speak. Everybody knows. This is the way I speak. Everybody knows. This is the way I speak.
All the fires that have happened.
Oh, yes.
Khadija. Did anyone piss her off?
No, exactly. And at the end, they said, no, we're going to let you get your commission. Morality.
Moral of the story is...
Close your deal and celebrate and eat after,
Yes.
even if you're starving for 7 days.
No
Close.
detour.
No detour.
Don't dilly-dally. Anything
He told
can
you,
happen.
get the check, get the fucking check, go, close the deal, go home, and do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Can you imagine? It was crazy.
This is one of the top stories.
You think?
Yeah. I have told
But the clients, because of after I found out who is the girl who said that she could have it for a cheaper price. But I was invited to the housewarming party. I arrived in the apartment. I felt I was the bride. It is the meeting, that's the wedding, and I'm the bride. And I was like walking like I'm the woman of the house. And my client was so, bless him, was so happy. So she sold me the apartment. I was like, it's me. And the apartment is so amazing. The view is incredible. The apartment is amazing. I'm so proud of this deal. I'm proud about all the struggle. I think if I was just bought
If you'd have gone straight, it wouldn't have been as special. Yeah.
No.
What a story. What was your favorite part of that story? I have plenty, but drop it in the comments. Thank you, Khadija.